Life has a way of throwing us into deep waters without asking if we know how to swim. One day, things feel steady, predictable, and the next, it's as if the ground beneath you gives way. You lose your job. A relationship ends. A sudden illness arrives. It's easy in those moments to panic, to tighten up, to lose yourself in fear. But this is when calmness isn't just a luxury. It becomes your greatest weapon. Not because you aren't scared, but because you're learning how to stand still in the storm. Calmness isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about learning how to sit with them without letting them rule your every move. You can be afraid and still take a step forward. You can be overwhelmed and still return to your breath. In Buddhism, we learn that peace is not the absence of chaos. It's the presence of awareness in the midst of it. It's a practice, and it begins not out there, but in here. Your breath, your awareness, your presence. Confidence doesn't mean knowing what will happen. It means trusting yourself, no matter what happens. This kind of self-trust is built not through big victories, but through quiet moments of presence. You breathe through a panic attack. You show up even when you're tired. You forgive yourself when you fall short. This is what builds calmness. This is what builds strength. And hey, if you're finding these insights valuable, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. Echoing Zen is here to walk with you on this path to inner peace. When life gets difficult, the mind races toward solutions. Fix it, change it, escape it. But Zen teaches us to pause before we act. Because it's not the problem that causes the suffering, it's our resistance to it. What you resist persists. But when you stop fighting and start listening, something shifts. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what is this moment trying to teach me? Picture yourself in a stormy sea. Most people try to outswim the waves, but the Zen approach is different. You learn to float. You relax into the discomfort. You surrender, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. Because sometimes the fastest way forward is to stop thrashing and start trusting. The waves lose their power when you stop giving them your panic. Confidence is often mistaken for arrogance, but true confidence is quiet. It's not the loudest voice in the room. It's the presence that doesn't need validation. It's knowing that you don't have all the answers, and being okay with that. In fact, confidence and calmness often walk hand in hand. When you cultivate one, the other follows. The Buddhist concept of non-attachment teaches us something vital. Your peace cannot depend on things staying the same, because they won't. People leave, plans fail, life shifts. If your peace is rooted in permanence, you will suffer. But if it's rooted in presence, you can adapt. You can release control without falling apart. Start each day by returning to yourself. Don't rush into the world before anchoring within. Just a few minutes of breath, silence, or slow movement can create a ripple effect through your entire day. This isn't indulgence, it's maintenance, like sharpening the blade before the cut. Center yourself before the chaos. Confidence is also choosing your response. You may not control what happens, but you control how you meet it. Someone criticizes you. Do you collapse, or do you breathe, pause, and respond with calm clarity? Someone misunderstands you. Do you shout, or do you remain rooted in your truth, knowing that understanding isn't always immediate? There's an old Zen saying, you should sit in meditation for 20 minutes a day, unless you're too busy. Then you should sit for an hour. The point is this: busyness is often a sign we've lost connection to ourselves. Slowing down isn't counterproductive. It's what keeps you sane when everything else feels like it's spinning. Think of the sun. It doesn't rush to rise. It doesn't force its warmth. It simply shows up, and its presence changes everything. You too can show up like this, grounded, gentle, steady. Your calmness, like sunlight, can touch others without saying a word. When people are unkind, don't mirror them, disarm them. Your stillness will confuse them. Your composure will challenge them. People expect chaos to breed chaos. But you, with your grounded presence, can become the interruption, not through force, but through example. Don't wait until life calms down to find peace. That day may never come. Instead, learn to be the calm in the middle of the storm. Zen is not about waiting for better conditions. It's about transforming your relationship to whatever condition you're in. When you're overwhelmed, shrink the moment. Don't carry the weight of the whole day. Just focus on the next breath, the next step, the next kind word you can offer. This is how calmness builds, not in grand gestures, but in gentle repetitions of presence. Remember, calmness is contagious. The more grounded you are, the more others feel safe around you. You become a sanctuary in a world of noise, not by preaching peace, but by embodying it. That's real confidence. That's true power. Don't underestimate the value of solitude. In silence, you meet yourself without distractions. You see your fears, your desires, your patterns, and in that awareness, you find clarity. Time alone is not a punishment, it's preparation. When you're hurt, it's tempting to harden, to protect through anger. But true confidence is softness with boundaries. You don't have to close your heart to protect it. You can stay open and strong. That balance is the art of Zen living. Notice how nature responds to challenge. Trees bend, rivers reroute, animals adapt. They don't resist, they adjust. You are nature too. When life changes, you don't have to break. You can bend, you can shift, you can evolve. Let go of the need to always be okay. Some days, calmness looks like tears on your pillow and still getting out of bed. Confidence looks like shaking hands that still carry on. There is no performance here, only presence. Now ask yourself, what if today is not about fixing anything, but about feeling everything, gently? What if your strength is in your surrender? Comment below. What do you do to find calm when life gets heavy? Your story might be someone else's lifeline. The truth is, everything is temporary. The pain, the confusion, the uncertainty. But your response, that's what becomes legacy. Choose peace not once, but again and again, like a muscle you train. Over time, peace becomes not just a choice, but your default. There will be times when you forget all this, when you snap, when you spiral, and that's okay. Return, again and again. This is the practice. This is the path. No shame, no failure, just return. Let your life speak, not your fear. Let your stillness be louder than their noise. You don't need to argue your worth. You don't need to prove your power. Your presence is enough. Your peace is your protest. Every morning you rise again is proof of your strength. Every breath you take with intention is a rebellion against chaos. So keep breathing, keep showing up. Not because it's easy, but because you're becoming the calm you've always searched for. So here we are, in the middle of life, with no promises, no guarantees. And still, you're here, steady, growing, quietly powerful. This is what it means to stay calm and confident when life gets hard. Not by avoiding the storm, but by becoming the stillness within it.